Congratulations, sir. We're made for this. Enjoy it. I will. Enjoy this day.
There is a game sometime tonight, right? Holy cow.
Finally, let's just get into the game.
I know, right?
Just get normal.
Yeah.
Fellas, this is what you work all off season for. This is why you lift all them weights. This is why you do all that.
Family has won the toss. The 49ers will receive. The Browns will kick off. There's the kick. Sky high. End of the round.
The 34-yard line. The officials spot it. First down. That offensive backfield is led by this man, number 9, the quarterback Tommy Kramer, with Ricky Young and Ted Brown as the running backs. These are the receivers. Ahmad Rashad has a leg injury. We do not know how long he can play. First down with split back. Kramer with all the time in the world, then drops it off to Ted Brown. He goes to the 38-yard line. He has 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 as Dick Ambrose makes the tackle. The offensive line for the Vikings.
Quarterback and center are call a timeout. It's 61, right? 61 and 17. I'll be right behind the quarterback whenever you need a timeout. That's all I do is stay.
The Cleveland Browns, they employ a 3-4 defensive line. And we'll get to the players in just a moment after this play.
Joe Sitzer comes in at tight end. Tucker comes out. That is the messenger service. Play action. Pass complete. Right side. Ted Brown. First down. Vikings. 49-yard line. A pickup of 11. Ron Bolton makes the tackle.
Right away, we can take a look at this Minnesota team and tell that the ball is going to be in the air today, even though it is a little cool out there. So it's going to be up to the defenses of both sides to put pressure on the quarterback. But Kramer is dumping it off to his back. Harris Alzado is in the lineup, but he has an injury problem. We don't know how long he is going to last.
That problem, hamstring, heard it in the first half last week, came out, was not to play in the second half, but he did. Ted Brown sweep right, and the defense is there. He will lose a yard on the play. Charlie Hall, the linebacker, diagnosed it. It'll be 2nd and 11. Let's look at the linebackers of the Cleveland Browns. The reason they went to the 3-4.
They have outstanding linebackers. Charlie Hall making that tackle. Number 59 is an outstanding linebacker. Number 57, Clay Matthews, also does a superb job. But R.L. Jackson, 56, we'll be talking about him this afternoon because he's having an outstanding year. As the defensive secondary headed by Ron Bolton at the cornerback position.
Now John Morey comes in as a linebacker, and Jackson comes out. 2nd and 11, screen right side, Ted Brown. Brown fights his way to the 50-yard line. He picks up 2. It'll be 3rd and 9, and the leading tackler for the Cleveland Browns stops him. That is Dick Ambrose, right inside linebacker, number 52.
Lyle Alzado, number 77 for the Cleveland Browns. Last week they took him out of the ball game, but he snuck back in the ball game. And take a look at him now. This is a screen pass. He's a veteran defensive lineman. He knows something's up right now. He knows that it's not going to be a pass. It's going to be a screen. So he gets involved in the action, gets involved in the tackle, although it's on the other side of the field from where he's playing.
The Vikings converting about 35% of their third down opportunities, and they come up short here. Ricky Young on the receiving end. Clinton Burrell is the man who stopped him. It'll be 4th down and still a yard to go. Officials say they want a measurement, but from here it seems rather obvious.
They got back in the shotgun formation. It's interesting right now. It looks like it's short, Charlie. I don't think that they would go for it in a situation right now. You mentioned that the magic number is 1. If either team wins, they're going to be in the playoffs. They're assured of that. You know, if a team wasn't involved in the playoffs, and this is if it were short of a first down, I would say in this situation, go for it.
From the Viking standpoint, if they win or Detroit loses today, they are the champions of the NFC Central. They cannot qualify for a wild card. Still over a foot to go. For the Cleveland Browns, their situation is a little bit different. As you know, they're being chased by Houston and by the Pittsburgh Steelers, the 2-time defending Super Bowl champion. Now, if Cleveland loses today, they could still win the conference by defeating Cincinnati next week.
I thought that Bud Grant was a conservative coach, Charlie. He's sending in a couple of tight ends and a couple of big backs. He is going for it, or apparently will go for it, on 4th down.
He has Bob Tucker, Joe Sitzer, and Bob Brewer. He has 3 tight ends.
He's got it.
Here's Ted Brown. The gamble pays off for the Vikings. Tom Darden made the tackle, and Ricky Young was the lead blocker.
Shows you the importance of this football game for both clubs. Going to the right side, short yardage situation. They needed less than a yard. To the right side, Ted Brown. Nobody there. Excellent blocking by the Minnesota Viking. Picks up more than enough for the first down. They're down now, let's see, about the 27-yard line. Definitely in field goal range right now.
And a gain of 15 yards on the play. And the first down at the Cleveland 27. This is a passing formation.
Check down.
Throws back left. It is there, going to Ricky Young out of the backfield. 23-yard line. He picks up 4. Dick Ambrose with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 6. Clinton Burrell was also there.
Misdirection type of play, rolling out to the right, stopping and going back to the left to his back, but the Cleveland Browns really did an excellent job of covering that. Dick Ambrose, number 52, was on the receiver, picked up 5 yards, which is still an excellent play. Anytime you pick up 5 yards, it's a good play.
The 2 running backs, Ted Brown and Ricky Young, excellent receivers. Brown, 7th in receiving in the NFC. Young is 8th. Kramer then throws, but he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw, and the flag goes down, so they'll be bringing the play back. He was a couple of steps past the mark.
I don't know why he threw the football, because he had some open territory there. He possibly could have picked up the first down. Take a look at it right now. Number 9 is Tommy Kramer. He's by the line of scrimmage right now. He does see his man ahead of him, gets the ball loose.
Right.
But he was going to get nailed right there by R.L. Jackson, 56, the linebacker. But he should never have.
Legal forward pass on the quarterback, 5 yards and a loss of down.
That's what hurts, the loss of down.
It is assessed from where he threw it, which was the 21, so they move it back to the 26.
Short motion and get to Halle Berry.
Linebackers have a tendency to make quarterbacks do things like that, Charlie. When they get up in your face, you say, he must want this ball, I better get rid of it. That's what happened on that play.
It'll be 3rd down and 9. Oliver Davis and Judson Flynn in the secondary. 6 men defensively. It is 3rd and 9. Kramer to throw. Into the right flat to the remaining back, Ted Brown. And he'll be stopped around the 26 to 27, basically the neighborhood of the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down as Ron Bolton was there along with Judson Flynn.
Credit Marshall Harris, number 90.
Hey, I want to try. Can you do this? Let's go. Do it.
Before he really wanted to throw the ball. He made a good move to the inside. He was putting pressure on the quarterback. The quarterback had no choice. He had to get rid of the football.
So Rick Danmeyer is in with a field goal attempt upcoming. He has hit 6 out of 6, perfect from 30 yards and in. This one will be an attempt of 45 yards. His longest of the year has been 47. It may just make it no. It is no good from 45 yards away. And so Cleveland has held, and they take over on downs, and we have no score. First quarter.
And I never got tired, so my dad started calling me AD for all day, and it stuck with me ever since.
I like that, AD, all day.
Yeah, so what's your nickname around here?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't really have a nickname. Pretty much just call me Scott.
All day, what's up?
Same.
Hey, bedwetter.
Guys are always clowning, you know.
Bedwetter.
Told you that in confidence. Johnny, go ahead and get this fax out. All right.
Color TV. Too expensive to buy, too expensive to borrow for, and too expensive to service. So how do you beat the high cost of color? You rent from Granada. That way, you've got no big cash outlay, and you never pay for service or parts. You're never stuck with an obsolete set either. You can have a new one every year if you want. Or if you decide to keep the same set, your rental rates reduce. Granada TV Rental makes it easy to beat the high cost of color. Give them a call. They're in the yellow pages.
Number 1 quarterback in the NFL from the Brown 27-yard line. And he gives to the first back through. James White is there to make the tackle. And Mike Pruitt is the ball carrier as we look at the backfield with Sipe, Mike Pruitt, and Greg Pruitt. The receivers, and they are excellent. Logan Rucker, the tight end, is Ozzie Newton.
That offensive line is doing a tremendous job. Sipe has only been sacked 17 times so far this season. That is second best in the National Football League. The addition of number 64, Joe DeLamiere, coming down from Buffalo, has been a welcome addition to that offensive line of the Cleveland Browns.
Gain of 3, it will be 2nd down and 7. Greg Pruitt, sweep left side. Good defensive play. He will lose a yard to the 29. It was the middle linebacker, Scott Studwell, who made the tackle. Third down and 8. Let's look at that defense of the Vikings.
Well, the defensive Vikings, Mullaney, number 77, is an excellent pass rusher for the Minnesota Vikings. He'll put some heat on Brian's site this afternoon. Linebacking core is excellent. Number 59, Matt Blair, is an all-pro. And the secondary, the old-timer back there, I guess you could say, is the right cornerback, number 20, Bobby Bryant. But he still does an excellent job for the Minnesota Vikings.
He is the oldest Viking at age 36 and has 49 career interceptions. And he's got the first down and goes out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
In the big leagues now. You understand? Well, let's start growing.
4 or more, you're going to see Calvin Hill in the ballgame.
Cleo Miller is in as a running back. In fact, Calvin Hill has carried the ball, rushing only one time this year. Side sits 5 on the pattern. Quick pass far side is complete as Bobby Bryant brings down Reggie Rucker.
Talking to the coaching staff of the Cleveland Browns before the ball game, Charlie, they indicated to me that they would like to put the ball on the ground, which is something different for the Cleveland Browns. They thought they could move the ball on the ground, but they also said we are apt to get out of that in a hurry if it is not successful.
And the reason that Lynn Dawson said that's a bit different is because 70% of the yardage the Browns have gained this year has been through the air. It is 2nd and 5. Mike Pruitt has 2 yards to the Minnesota 49. Matt Blair with the tackle. It was 2nd and 5, so it'll be 3rd down and 3.
They're trying to establish that running game, Charlie, but so far it has not worked. I look for them to put the ball in the air right now, even though they only got a couple of yards to go for a first down. It's 3rd and 3, but this is a passing situation for the Cleveland Browns.
When the lion roars, oh, jungle trembles. I know, jungle trembles. Yeah, everyone is gonna love this. You'll never forget this. The lion are giving you niceness, and I guarantee you happiness. Hey, everyone is gonna love this. You'll never forget this. The lion are giving you niceness, and I guarantee you happiness. Sharon, oh, she just loved this song so wild. Trevor shouting his neighbors, hey friends, turn on your radio, or is again the lion heart come with a wicked thing. It's a long time I haven't felt such musical feeling. Everyone is gonna love this. Choo-choo. You will never forget this. The lion heart giving you niceness, and I guarantee you happiness. Hey, sometimes when I say these things, you may be reluctant to believe, but you're a DJ just like me, John, no will get me grieve. If they ever come on my dance, they won't have to pack up and leave. Well, you can stay if you are here and willing to take it. Me use the culture, culture and slackness, and take the lead. If a slackness DJ try come test you, real me make him bleed. No doctor would give him move, I'm have brain and rage. I would just sit for a putter to put him in a fridge. Them slackness DJ and them soft like porridge. Oh, Jaja, give me understanding, wisdom and knowledge. Fill me faith, fill me love, and give me strong, strong courage. Boom! Everyone is gonna love this. You will never forget this. The lion heart giving you niceness, and I guarantee you happiness. Everyone is gonna love this. Choo-choo. You will never forget this. The lion heart giving you niceness, and I guarantee you happiness. Some say them a cat heart, lion not. This is no dog or talk, lion not. Come and the niceness start. Niceness you're getting cause your niceness you want to wing. Rock the old and the infant. If a dog or just we cripple that instant. Watch this. Now make them pass on their dirty remarks. I'm going stop them from talk. I'll make them start bark. Yes, me know them corner sound dog. Just like a whole choke, I'm going put them to park house. Everyone is gonna love this. You will never forget this.
He's a jewel, isn't he, Charlie? Before the Houston game, he said, hey, look, let's go out and have some fun. There are 800 million Chinese that really don't care whether we win this game or not.
Mike Pruitt gets the call. He, by the way, the number 3 rusher in the AFC, and he will pick up the first down as he has 4 yards to the 45-yard line as Tommy Hannon and Mark Mullaney bring him down for the Vikings.
Like I said, this is the passing situation for the Cleveland Browns, and they put it on the ground. Number 64, Joe DeLamielleure, all-pro offensive guard, sticking the linebacker. An excellent block by DeLamielleure. The linebacker did shed him, but they knew that they only had 3 yards to pick up, and they picked up the first down.
7th play of the drive has started back at the 27. There's not been a big gainer. Rucker comes in motion. Sight to throw. He sits 5 on the pattern. Pass is complete. Flag is down. The play goes to the 39-yard line. That would be 6 yards offensively as Ozzie Newsome, the tight end, brought it in. Hannon brought him down, but we could well bring it back. No, it will be going against the Vikings, so they will add it on to the end of the play. And we will hear the call from Ben Bright. And the big gainer becomes a penalty inside the 25-yard line.
Personal foul on the defense, number 77, head slapping.
Head slapping on Mark Mullaney.
No, that wasn't very nice of Mark to be slapping somebody's head. It's a very costly penalty for Minnesota because now they are in Cockcroft territory with a field goal kicker. That's his range right now.
Defensive change. Doug Martin is at right end. Greg Pruitt and Mike Pruitt are the 2 running backs. Vikings 25-yard line, first down, sight to throw. Scrambles right. He's going to keep, and he goes sliding to the 17-yard line. So he picks up 8. It'll be second down and a pair. James White with the tackle for the Vikings. Matt Blair was also there, but as you know, once that Sipe has all that he thinks that he can get, he goes right to the turf.
Survives for another play, Charlie. Number 77, Mullaney, Mark Mullaney, working on number 63, Cody Rison. Rison does an excellent job. You're allowed to use your hand. He just pushes him to the outside, and that's what the pocket is all about. Sipe stepped up in the pocket, no receivers, took off and ran, and picked up excellent yardage.
Cleo Miller in the backfield, the star of the Houston game, with 69 yards rushing and his first 2 touchdowns of the season, but Pruitt fumbles it and falls on it.
Stay there till we get up. All right, stay there. All right, real good. Somebody's chin strap. Who's chin strap?
Right back in Pruitt's hands. Here it is, the handoff, a good handoff by Sipe. Coughed the ball up, but Pruitt was back on the football, and it's a good move for the Cleveland Browns. They're in a 3rd and 4 situation right now, but they are in field goal range. What they want to do, they want to come away with some points here.
So you look for the pass, and that means that Calvin Hill comes in, along with Greg Pruitt, and the Vikings counter with 6 in the backfield.
Calvin Hill.
Over the middle, has it. He'll score, Calvin Hill. His 6th touchdown of the year. A 73-yard drive in 10 plays. The touchdown covering 18 yards. And Cleveland is out in front, 6-0.
Calvin Hill was isolated on a linebacker. He makes a good move to the outside, cuts back to the inside. There's absolutely no one there. Taking a look right now, number 45, Hannon, the safety, was trying to chase Calvin Hill, but he made a good move to the outside, cut to the inside. No one was there. Sipe got him the football. Cleveland is on the board.
Doc dropped to attempt the point after. And it is good. So the score, the Cleveland Browns 7 The Minnesota Vikings, nothing. We have 4 minutes and 43 seconds left to go. We are in the first quarter in this all-important game.
Hey, Stuart, you use my razor?
What? No.
No?
No.
Carl, what about you?
Sorry, I didn't touch it.
You didn't touch it. What's up, man? Josh?
No, dude.
So no one used my razor. The hair got here all by itself. That's what we're saying. Okay.
When high interest rates keep America from buying the fuel-efficient cars it needs, it's time to do.
All right, thank you, Brian. In the drive, Sipe completing 4 of 4. Look at this, Carolyn. Will you marry me, Bob? I've got some advice for Bob.
Maybe it's too cold for Bob to ask Carolyn personally.
Eddie Payton, the deep back, leading the NFL in kickoff return yardage. And he crawls to the 26 or the 27-yard line. John Mooring was there for the Cleveland Browns.
Was John Mooring ever there? He almost tore Eddie Payton in half. Show you how tough that the older brother of Walter Payton is. Houston leading Green Bay by the score of 6-0, first quarter score. And Terry Bradshaw to Lynn Swan, that's a familiar sight. 7-0 Pittsburgh over Kansas City first quarter. No score, St. Louis, Philadelphia. Markowski, 1-yard run. They lead San Francisco 7-0 first quarter.
Tommy Kramer is at 6 of 6. So we've had a perfect afternoon throwing thus far. Ted Brown, the ball carrier. The line of scrimmage at 26. He has 5 to the 31. As Marshall Harris and Tom Darden were there to greet him, it will be 2nd down and 5.
Brian Sipe on the sideline. I'm sure that he's satisfied with that touchdown pass to Calvin Hill on that particular play. Minnesota was blitzing. That's why there was nobody in the middle when Calvin Hill caught that pass.
2nd and 5 for the Vikings at their 31.
Ricky Young and Ted Brown are the 2 running backs. Kramer to throw. It is dropped. A catchable ball at the 35. Ricky Young is an excellent receiver, but he couldn't bring this one in.
The Minnesota Vikings throw the ball so much to their running backs that the linebackers have to be concerned about that. Good protection for Kramer throwing the ball. So Young, but that ball should have been caught. It was thrown a little bit behind him, but you got to come up with those catches.
3rd and 5 for the Vikings.
3rd down and 5 for the Vikings, trailing 7-0. 3:45 left to go. We are in the first quarter. Kramer now getting pressure, rolling. He's throwing this one away.
And it was a good move.
Look to the right side. The tight end, Bob Tucker, was covered, and it was a good move.
Yes, sir. Get rid of that football. Don't take the loss. Don't chance an interception because you don't want to give the Cleveland Browns the football down in your territory.
And a good defensive play by Charlie Hall, who had the coverage.
They got some heat on Tommy Kramer this time. Linebacker is coming 77 is Alzado, and there it is. He just threw it away. Should have thrown a little farther, though, Charlie, because it did land in play.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Greg Coleman will be kicking with Keith Wright and Dino Hall set for the return. Good kick.
go through mini camps or OTA for the first time in his career, should feel refreshed. He looks and the big man doesn't know where it is.
A fight for it, and it is, of course, kept by the Browns, as you saw. A kick of 45 yards, a return of 15. Henry Johnson was there. We've got a timeout. The score is Cleveland 7 and Minnesota nothing. We'll be back.
If you've ever gone to bed with a cold, the Vicks Company has very big news for you. A new nighttime colds medicine called NyQuil. NyQuil relieves major cold symptoms like sniffles, sneezes, nasal congestion, scratchy throat, and coughing for hours to help you get a good night's sleep. NyQuil, the most unique nighttime colds medication ever developed by Vicks.
Hey, Bucky. Hey, that piece on left-handed athletes, is that almost done? Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Brian. And like the game here, that is a big game, an important injury. New England, if they can pull off the win, they're right back in the middle of the playoff picture.
That's their Super Bowl game this afternoon for New England. Both of these teams need a victory here this afternoon. Bloomington, Minnesota.
Greg Pruitt and Mike Pruitt, the running back. Rucker goes in motion. Sipe, the quarterback, is going to throw on first down. Goes to his tight end, Ozzie Newsome. 45-yard line. Picks up a quick 8 yards on the play as John Turner makes the tackle. It will be second down and 2. I do not believe that Sipe has missed a pass. No, he is 5 for 5, and he has 52 yards.
Well, there's the fifth one right there to his tight end, number 82, Ozzie Newsome. Ozzie really adds a great deal to that pass offense because of his terrific speed.
Second and 2. Cleo Miller is in. Former teammate of yours. He's there primarily to block, right?
He's an excellent blocker.
Juggling the ball is Mike Pruitt. He will be in the neighborhood of the first down marker. About the 47-yard line, so we may be looking at a measurement.
What kind of mark is that? His head was 5 yards down the field.
They say no, it's not that close. It will be third down, half a yard.
Pruitt better get some stickum on those gloves that he's wearing out there because he's been bobbling that ball around this afternoon. He fumbled one earlier in this ball game, but he did recover it. That time it was not a clean exchange between he and Brian Sipe.
Browns going with 2 tight ends as McDonald Odin is in. First down, Cleo Miller going over the top to the 49-yard line. Fred McNeil makes the tackle, but it's a first down for the Cleveland Browns.
Cleo Miller does not fumble. I don't say does not fumble, but he doesn't do it very often.
We're getting a little rowdy, gentlemen. Let's keep it clean.
Decided since Mike Pruitt is having a little difficulty holding on to the football, that he better give it to Cleo Miller.
Is that us? Is that our phone? Is that us? Hello?
It's 91. Buckle up. Going to grill.
Mired in a deep run of adverse publicity over his salary, the Bills' O.J. Simpson decided to dig himself out by trading punches with number 72, Mel Lunsford, the heavyweight defensive end of the New England Patriots. An indiscretion that got number 32 thrown out of the game.
never have happened.
I put 2 and 2 together and I came up with 4. You're forever forgot forbidden, shouldn't have to say much more. I've been through more crews than the flu. Yeah, I'll show ya. It's so damn scrap, I bet your Bo don't know ya. You trying to get cool and say peace, say that piece for a jigsaw. Sit back and watch a real MC get raw. I never know when another will come to this. But if and whenever they come, I'm running this Merry Fistmas. I shook up the quick and shake with the fake, take it like a quick stick. It's just another one done and just dismissed. Giddy guard your grill will be for real, you ain't built. I'm silly ho smacking MCs on a 90-degree tilt. The reason that it's tilted, cause you killed it too hard to guard. It's not you trying to gain, you're trying too hard. How hard can you guard? Be I say, what's up? Guard your grill, knuckle up, put 'em up, yo. Guard your grill, knuckle up. I ain't the type to give up. Guard your grill, knuckle up. I smoke first, so what's up? Guard your grill, knuckle up. Put 'em up, you ain't tough. Guard your grill, knuckle up. I get much business to aspirin. Damn, I love a glass chin. What are you asking for mercy? I'm laughing. You know the game, you know the name, and you know the rep. You know the K, you know the pin, and you know the tricks. There's no sleeping, no nodding, no resting. Hey, no snoozing, no dozing, no effing. Wait, limit things up like a Coke cup. Wind me up a jaw like it's the law with the rough stuff. And having enough to cut you off a piece and still have enough to go around to them and him. It goes one pluck. I got a posse full of fighters, all fly like a chopper. Used to couldn't take them out cause they was rowdy hip hoppers. They stole much gold from roast to bamboo dope knockers. My nuts are my only homies that can hang proper. In school I had a locker filled with VCRs and vodka. I had 2 girls, one to run, one to try to. Back then I wore breach till I started getting hotter. Then I grew yay long, so I had to switch to boxers. How hard can you guard? Be I say what's up? Guard your grill, knuckle up, put 'em up, dog. Guard your grill, knuckle up. I ain't the type to give up. Guard your grill, knuckle up. I smoke first, so what's up? Guard your grill, knuckle up. Put 'em up, you ain't tough. Guard your grill, knuckle up. I don't lay out lie, who knows? Like Pinocchio, never been to Tokyo. On keyboards they Belocchio. Guard your grill, here's a feel, I rush hard. I got the flies ride out here, a 91 bus card. So calling me for a ride ain't the answer. You wanna lift, you better pick up a transfer. Saying we were good for one cut, now we're dead. Oh yeah, that's about as funny as Barbara Bush in a bobsled. Now how wrong can you be to think we play? Even a broken clock is right at least twice a day. So now you're feeling real low, you know flow crow. You slow hobo, stiffer than robo. Oh, here's another side of being real quick. You might stink if all I cracks, but you still ain't shit. So don't try that old same style battle cry. I rock the you trying the rules that I battle by. I listen to censorship, entered it quite slow. Come out of that white rope, shoot a fair one with a psycho. Put down your handgun up with your hand, son. Look how I stand come, I ain't the damn one. I was only 3 steps from a peace prize. Piece of his leg, piece of his eye and his left thigh. Knuckle up, put 'em up, yeah, guard your grill. And that's coming from Milltown down the hill. Guard your grill, knuckle up. I ain't the type to give up. Guard your grill, knuckle up. I smoke first, so what's up? Guard your grill, knuckle up. Put 'em up, you ain't tough. Guard your grill, knuckle up.
This goes out to the 118th Street posse. My man Jay Scratch in the house, you know what I'm saying? And oh yeah, don't forget, guard your grill, knuckle up.
A strong what up to my man Kid Capri.
This goes out to my man Chap Dog. I gotta say what's up to my man Bob.
What's up to Clark Kent and my man Face?
This goes out to my man Fitz and the whole down the hill, cause they know how to definitely guard the grill. I gotta say what's up to my man Dre, and he's in the house.
This goes out to my man Tamir, he's definitely in here. What's up to my homie Coogee Rap and my brand Nubian brothers. Special shout out to my man Grand Pooper, one of the fiercest MCs out there. Peace goes out.
Peace to my man Frank Bennett, he out here. Peace.
Last time that we did the Browns game against Houston, Cleo Miller had an outstanding game.
2 touchdowns, big run of 50 yards, the drive that led to the winning field goal. Rucker in motion. Sight to throw. Going deep, far side. It is Logan who is out of bounds. Bryant with excellent coverage, but Sight threw it over the other shoulder.
Well, never had a chance. If he was anticipating a possibility of a completion there, he should have thrown it to the inside and not to the outside, because he did throw it out of bounds. Logan made the catch, but it doesn't make any difference. As you can see right there, he's way out of bounds.
So it is 2nd and 10, and Cleo Miller comes into the backfield to join Mike Pruitt. Now, Cleo Miller is not there to receive. He only has 1 reception on the year.
He is there to help block, and in short yardage situations, he'll get the call to run with it.
Incomplete, 30-yard line. Reggie Rucker, the intended receiver. Bobby Bryant is the man who broke it up. Keep in mind, the defender has the same right to the football as the intended receiver.
We are talking about Cleo Miller, number 30. The linebacker, number 55, Scott Studwell. He knows about Cleo Miller, and you're going to see right here what happens to running backs sometimes. If you're not looking at that linebacker, they're going to level you.
6 men in the secondary. Greg Pruitt is back in. He is an excellent receiver. 45 receptions on the year coming into the ballgame. It is 3rd down and 10. Greg Pruitt, right side. He goes deep left. Tight end incomplete. Going to Ozzie Newsome. Kurt Knopf broke it up. It'll be 4th and 10. So Sipe all of a sudden went deep. He had not been doing that.
3 Minnesota Viking defenders where he threw that football, and they should never have thrown it in this area because they are fortunate. Minnesota, look at there, 1, 2, 3. Fortunate that Minnesota did not come up with the ball. He's probably thinking a situation like that is 3rd down. Even if they do intercept it, it's almost like a punt. But if they've been intercepted, they would have had an excellent opportunity of running it back to at least midfield.
Johnny Evans to kick to this man, Eddie Payton. Payton fields it at the 6-yard line. Excellent punt returner and kickoff returner. He comes to the 19. A punt of 44 yards, a counterpunch of 14. Just over a minute left, first period, and we'll be back in Minnesota.
Who has transformed home entertainment, bringing sight and sound together with one remote. Who? RCA, with Digital Command Component Systems. A choice of components operated by one remote that deliver a sight and sound experience you must experience. Digital Command Component Systems. If you settle for less than RCA, that's exactly what you'll get.
Giant ball, Tittle back to pass. Here it comes. A new Giant pass. Fisher's Training Table Bread. Official bread of the New York Giants. So do as the Giants and pass Training Table Bread around your table for balanced protein for extra play power. Keep fit like the New York Giants with Training Table Bread by Fisher.
Takes a lot. And 1 second left to go first quarter. Cleveland has the lead. The Vikings have the ball at their own 20-yard line. First down. Kramer sets it very quickly. The kick out is complete to Ahmad Rashad with Ron Bolton there for Cleveland. He goes out at the 26-yard line. He has 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Let's check the scoreboard.
All right, Houston leading Green Bay 6-0. That's in the 2nd quarter now. Big game for Houston. No score. St. Louis, Philadelphia, 2nd quarter. New Orleans leading the Jets 7-0, 2nd quarter.
But they have a long way to go.
No victories for the Saints, as they call them down there, the Aints, so far this year. They are 0-14, and what a terrible season that is.
Ted Brown gets the call, breaks to the outside, and has the first down. Tom Darden finally stopped him. It looked as if the defensive line had stopped his momentum. But a continuing effort brought him to the 34. He has 8. Last week, he had a 7.5 average. The Browns had a shot at him. The defense couldn't hold him.
They didn't wrap their arms around him. And any good back, just because you hit him hard doesn't mean he's going down.
Also, I talked to your replay, didn't I? Okay. 34-yard line, first down. Kramer's pass far side. Comeback reception by Rashad as Bolton is there for Cleveland. Boy, they're picking on Ron Bolton.
Rashad is a man that really knows how to run pass patterns. He doesn't have the great speed that a lot of receivers have, but He knows exactly where he is on the field, exactly where that defender is. He has the ability to get that defender turned around. Now, he's got a couple of passes in front of Ron Bolton so far. Now, look later on that they're going to fake that sideline move when they think Bolton is going to come up, and they're going to go deep.
And this is the 5th straight year that Rashad has 50 receptions or more. 2nd and 3, a gain of 7 on the last play, a pickup of a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 1 as Ted Brown runs out the first quarter. We have 1 complete. We have 3 to go, and Cleveland has the lead, 7-0.
Hey, Steve.
What's up, Kay?
Hey, would you characterize your speed as explosive or incendiary?
What'd you say?
Hold on.
What'd you ask?
I think that answers it. Incendiary.
Need anything else?
Thanks. I'm good. I got my answer. Wait a minute. How do you spell?
Did you say something?
Is this one of those I before E words?
The rules of etiquette in Bel Air: never talk openly about wealth.
Yo, this place is huge, man. Next time I go to my room, we'll take some breadcrumbs.
Make polite conversation at parties.
I used to fence at Bel Air. Really? How much you think we could get for that stereo?
Fresh Prince of Bel Air, premiering Monday, September 10th on NBC.
Charges, receipts, invoices, statements, taxes, budgets, paperwork, pollution. There's just no getting around it. Okay then, get through it. Now from Sharp, maker of the world's most complete line of electronic calculators, the LC8. World's smallest electronic calculator by Sharp. Price tag to match. Works anywhere on battery or plug-in. LC8. Small, fast, silent. Ends paperwork pollution. LC8. World's smallest electronic calculator by Sharp. Price tag to match. $345. Complete. See it.
How close?
You know that woman? She used to be my wife.
Is too close on the next Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Tonight at 9 on Casa, Fox 2.